If you want to know my opinion on what I think, just keep on watching. Hey guys, what's good? It's your girl Nisi here and I'm back with a new video, and in today's video, trigger warning. So today I'm going to be talking about bug chasers, and yeah, I'm not talking about your usual bugs and pests that you see running around. I'm talking about people that run after people that have an STD, specifically HIV. So this woman's come on TikTok and shared her story about her father, that he's a bug chaser. Like, he really wants to get HIV, so he sleeps with a lot of guys and people that might have it, and he's trying to, contract it. But yeah, her family was not here for it. She's been getting threats from her family, so she had to take down her original video. But your girl got it just before it got taken down. But first, I'm gonna play this documentary, this guy that was interviewing people that do suffer from HIV and people that are bug chasers, and then I will play her clip after.
I've heard rumours about this fetish where people try and intentionally catch HIV, the chasers, and other people stop taking the medication so they can pass on the virus, the gifters. I've crashed a few POS-only parties. At one, I had to pretend I was POS to get in, which itself was such a rush. Guess there was toxic POS involved for sure. This is a party for HIV-positive men. A great sex night. Well, we all want to have that, but this seems like a real disconnect. Hosted by a guy, he also tweets things like, couldn't get paused. I want to grab people and go, do you realise what it's like to live with HIV? I get upset now. It devastated my life. 15 years of proper secrecy and shame. I'm not upset because people are doing this or they're stuck in this world. I'm upset because I'm like, what's going on? Why do we feel so about ourselves that we want to do this to ourselves?
Yeah, guys, so you just heard it. Like he stated, it's a weird fetish. And it is so sad because so many people that do have it, they don't want it. And then there's people out here who are, HIV free or STD free, and they want to contract that. It's weird. Listen, I know fetishes are weird already, but this is like number one. Like, so now I'm gonna play the girl that first came out talking about her father, and I will be back with my commentary.
My dad purposefully got HIV because he's a self-proclaimed bug chaser and he thinks that it's hot. And no, I'm not joking, because he methodically was planning to do this for years. He had rashes on his body, he couldn't sleep, night sweats, all of these horrible things. He genuinely seemed like he was going to die. He goes to the hospital a couple of days later, and then we get a call. He had developed 3 STDs, one of them being HIV. Yes, I confronted him about getting it on purpose. He did not deny this, because why would he? He chose to abandon his family so he could then pursue this life of bug chasing and being with other bug chasers.
Bug chasing is the term for intentionally seeking HIV infection. In one study, over 20% of HIV-negative men identified as bug chasers or quote-unquote gift givers.
Guys, so you just heard that. What the fuck is going on? Like, so she obviously has siblings, because like she said, he ran off, left their family to go and be a bug chaser and join a cult that love, people that have this weird fetish. And then he came back not with one, but with 3 STDs, and one of them being HIV. Like, so I'm guessing the other one might have been herpes, and I don't know what else. But this is crazy. Again, I've watched the Channel 4 documentary. It's really good, so do check it out. And I remember when I told my mum firstly about this, and she didn't believe me. Like, there's no way there's people out there trying to catch HIV or any STD on purpose. And it's like, yeah, there's a whole cult. And it's just sad because, again, her family are threatening, like, take it down. And it's like, listen, the one thing about the internet, once you put something out there, it's out there forever. And look, I'm doing a video on it. People have reacted to it. So yeah, let's get into some people's reactions.
I am the girl with the bug chasing dad. I had to take down all of my videos because my family threatened me, and my family's not.
Okay, I'm praying for you, kid. And, I never knew anything about this bug chasing stuff. There are people, apparently, that, collect diseases like I collect comics. and action figures. I'm a nerd, yeah. But collect comics, collect action figures, collect stamps, collect VHS movies. Do not collect diseases like they're Pokemon cards. Okay? That's disgusting. Now I need to take a really hot bath because I feel icky. I what is wrong with society? Just what is wrong with people? Straight up.
Yeah, I agree with him. What happened to the days when people used to collect stamps, DVDs, I don't know, football cards, like basketball cards? You know what I mean? Like, what is going on? Like, the world is so lost that in 2025, even though this has been going on, but now it's just been brought to the forefront that people are out here in little cults and little groups being book chasers. Like, even the name book chase, like, leave the books alone. The books is like, we ain't got nothing to do with this. They should be called STD chasers because that's what they are. But I agree with him. Like, society is so lost and we're so bored that there's people out here running around trying to catch an STD. It's weird, like, huh? And again, people that do have it, that don't want it, but yet you're out here purposely trying to get it. It's like, and like that man stated at the beginning, he had to lie and say he had an STD or HIV to get in a certain club. It's like, wow. So people are out there in that club just raw dogging, passing it back and forth. It's like, they're lucky that there isn't a cure for it, but you can live with HIV. There's so many people back in the 80s, 90s that, sadly died, and yous are out here just purposely trying to catch it. It's like, wow. Yeah, the society, the world is cooked because what the fuck is this? It's crazy.
I'll throw this motherfucker off because I'm not going to bed because I just got on my fucking FYP and this girl's talking about her dad's a bug chaser. So I'm like, her dad's a bug chaser. And she says that he gave himself intentionally HIV. And that when he finally got it, because he was going around looking for it, I'm sorry, not it, like the disease, he calls his family and he thinks his family is going to take care of him. And it come to find out, this bug chasing is a thing. These motherfuckers are in these online forums trying to either contract or like transmit HIV to people. Now, while it does say that within this community, it's mostly consensual, there are people who like want to transmit it to unknowing folks. So the first thing is be careful. The second thing is there's been a lot of research since the olden days. And I don't think that people who have the virus should be, as stigmatized as they were. But third of all, it's people who are trying to give it to people unsuspectingly or suspectingly, and I don't think truly understand the gravity to which, like, clearly bug chasing is mental illness, right? But truly don't understand the gravity to which this can extend. And that's, I can't sleep. There's all types of like ethical concerns, moral concerns, health concerns that I have based off the fact that, and it's not just HIV. It's not just HIV. It's all STDs. But like, oh my God, I can't sleep.
And you know what the maddest thing is with her dad? I'm sure he's grown. He might not be a baby boomer, he might be a millennial, but you know what I mean? You're a grown man because she seems like she could be in her 20s, early 30s. So, like, I guess youngers, like maybe book chasers, but not when you're a grown man, you're married, you've got kids. Like, it's definitely a mental illness. Like, what's wrong with you? How do you just wake up one day and it's like, I want to be a book chaser? Like, what? Definitely a midlife crisis or it's just straight up mental illness. So I agree with her on that.
If you are single and dating, please listen to this. I just came across a documentary today called Bug Chasers. So what that is someone going out and actively trying to contract HIV and or actively trying to give someone HIV. In today's society, the more you know, the more you can arm yourself with. So I was today years old when I found this out, and I went down a rabbit hole, and it is insane the amount of individuals whom are actively participating. They have chat rooms. Some of the biggest locations are in Atlanta. You need to be safe. If you are single out here dating, and if you're having multiple sexual partners, you need to be safe.
Yeah, I agree with him. I'm currently in the dating scene, but I'm not sleeping. Your girl's been celibate for 2 years, and this is one of the biggest reasons. Can you imagine after like not having sex in such a long time, and you have sex with someone and you get an STD, like that's life changing. So I agree with him. If you're single out here, please do be careful. Use all the protection. You know what I mean? It's not just pregnancies you got to worry about. There is an uprise in HIV. I did do a video on it, so if you've not seen that video, do check it out. I'll link it at the end also. But no, in the description box, I'm gonna try and get the link for the Channel 4 documentary. It's a must watch. It's really good. Since this is trending again, because the documentary is quite old, it might have been done like 2 years ago or last year. I might watch it again because the fact that this is trending is crazy. And I just like, even though she had to take the videos down, I like that she's brought awareness because, again, a lot of people didn't know what a bug chaser was.
My dad purposefully got HIV because he's a self-proclaimed bug chaser and he thinks that it's hot. And no, I'm not joking because he methodically was planning to do this for years. Not only did he try to groom me to be his partner and his toy, but he also wanted us, his family, to take care of him when he purposefully self-destructed.
He's sadly not the only example of this, so what would make people fantasize about getting infected with HIV? They're called bug chasers and they're gay men who eroticize HIV, which could be for various reasons that scientists are still exploring. Some of the proposed reasons include that it can be seen as masculinizing or that it's a rebellion against the society which they see as too risk averse, so throwing away with things like condoms for example, or that they can join a community of HIV positive individuals and no longer have to feel alone. This may become an emerging problem for some of us as bug chasers mainly exist in the global north, and this directly contradicts public health efforts to actually reduce the spread of this harmful virus. Have you heard of bug chasing?
So I just came across a video about a woman's dad who was a bug chaser, and those are people who intentionally chase and hunt down POS, which is positive for HIV in the kink community, POS people so they can get HIV and AIDS. Yes, it's a real thing. If you looked it up and you're unaware, I know all these things because I was a spicy worker for 9 years. So a lot of the terminologies the average person does not know, I do know. And there's a kink for everything, and bug chasing, yes. There are people who actively seek out HIV and AIDS. There are people who have HIV and AIDS and they infect others intentionally for pay. Yeah. Any more questions, please let me know. Goodbye.
Yeah, shout out to her. So she knows from experience. She was a spicy worker. So I think that means, a worker. But yeah, listen, there's a fetish for everything. Something that you might think, oh, no one would be into that. Trust me, there's a group of people out there that are into that. Like, when I say you can't make this up, and when they say fact is more weirder than fiction, you just make anything up and people are like, oh, that won't be true. But these days, fact is more weirder than fiction. Like, you can't make this up. It's crazy. And again, shout out to the original girl for, sharing her story about her dad because a lot of people didn't know about it. Now, if you work in the sex industry or you just, sex education, you would know about this and it being up on the rise, you know what I mean? But most, everyday, especially young people, they don't know about it.
Okay, so I guess I'm on the white side of TikTok or something. I just got off of this girl's page where she was talking about her dad as a bug chaser and how he purposely gave himself HIV so that his family would take care of him and so that he could go off into the sunset also to go chase bugs. And I'm honestly very confused about my entire interaction with that video. I genuinely don't know what's going on.
So I can't stand black people. How can she be like, I think I've fallen on the white side. Like, I'm lost because I know, especially in the black community, bug chasing, HIV, you know what I mean? We don't talk about this sort of stuff. So it's very new. And a lot of black people are like, since when? Like, I thought being a bug chaser, you were like pest control, chasing after rats and cockroaches, not chasing after STDs, especially HIV. So yeah, a lot of people's reactions is like, what the fuck?
I know I don't post as much as I used to, but I know y'all been seeing that girl talk about her dad as a bug chaser. A term I've literally never heard. Like, I got the blue search and everything. Like, and I'm here, and her videos keep popping up. So, like, I'm watching one, scrolling by, mind my business, and they keep coming up. Like, the fact that there's more to, like, what she had going with her pops is insane. I feel bad for her. But the idea that somebody could, one, be intrigued by one that catch a sexual disease, but also groom people around him to like normalize that. I've never heard of no shit like that, like genuinely. Besides like the Tuskegee syphilis experiments done on black men, like that's the closest thing. But like a person that actively chases STDs, like that's not the same as like somebody that just has it and they're like, yeah, I ain't gonna tell nobody. Or even just somebody that is intent on spreading them on some crazy shit. Like, nah, you want to catch it and maybe spread it.
I agree with him. Like, definitely tapped that you're running out here trying to catch it. And like the woman stated that he wanted to catch her father wanted to catch it so his family could look after him and he could roll into the sunset. Like, huh? Why must we look after you when you were chasing this down? You were fully fit before, and now you know what I mean. You've got a sexual disease for life. We must look after you, and then obviously, you got to pay for the medication. If you don't take that medication, you know what I mean? Like, nah.
The bug chasing dad video has to be a distraction by the federal government. There's just no fucking way that that's actually going on somewhere. Like, it's the opposite of that video where the girl's like, hey, you've been scrolling for a while. Take your motherfucking ass to bed. Because it kept me the fuck up. I ended up here watching, like, apparently somebody on Channel 4 UK. They actually have really good programming. I watched Glue off of there once. But, this guy did a documentary as someone who was positive and went and met these people chasing it, and then also met the people like gifting it. That's what they call it, gifting HIV to people, sometimes suspecting, sometimes unsuspecting, right? And I was just like, yo, this shit is real. And while in that documentary, it did say a majority of these people only like the idea in theory. Like they just carry on online and that's it. There is a smaller percentage of that subsect of people who actually like take to the streets like this girl's dad and make it happen for themselves. And I'm just like, wow. As someone who was positive, meaning the man that, someone who is positive, the man who was doing the interviews for the documentary, I'm sure that was really like objectifying. Like, damn, I'm struggling with this for 15 plus years and y'all think this shit is a game or a joke. And then the guy who was positive, who was going into the woods and giving it to people, right? He had only been positive for 18 months. And he was not taking medication. Like, you don't know the true depths of what this virus can do to you, your body, your well-being. I bet you'll take some motherfucking medication then. But by then, it's too late. You done already gave it to somebody. A couple people.
Did y'all see the video of the girl whose dad was a bug chaser and tried to groom her to be a partner? If you don't know what a bug chaser is, that's absolutely okay, because I sure as fuck didn't know what that was. Apparently, these are people who want to transmit or acquire STIs. To what end? I have no fucking idea. There's some odd individuals out here, but it got me to thinking about stories that I heard, especially growing up, of someone contracting HSV or HIV and being mad at the world and then trying to go spread it to everybody else. Malicious intent, right? And it got me to thinking of people that I've met who have been open about themselves having HSV, specifically either one or two, and to me kind of shown a bit of negligence. And in the effort to disarm or to destigmatize, them having HSV, which I believe we should. I don't think we should shame anybody for that. They'll say things like, oh, 1 in 4 people, most of the population have it and don't know it. You can't transmit the virus unless you're having an outbreak. While there is some validity to these statements, it's not the whole truth. Just for context, it says that about 48% of adults in the U.S. have HSV1, another 12 to 13% have HSV2. And in that, 90% of people don't know that they have it, which is why most people or most practitioners don't test for it, because it is common. At the same time, you can still transmit the virus even if you're not having an active outbreak. It's called asymptomatic shedding. It is possible, but the risk is significantly lower. Now, with that being said, I still think going and like engaging in swapping saliva or acts with other people without disclosing that is icky. It's icky. Okay, it's a little icky. Just for saying like, oh, most people have it, you probably have it. Like, that's not fair, because if 1 in 4 people have it, that means 3 in 4 people don't, and what may be one outbreak in a lifetime to you could be a lifetime of chronic blisters for somebody else. While it's not life-threatening, and we can even just throw HIV in there, like what may be under control for you could be life-threatening for someone else. And so I look at it in terms of COVID, right? If we're going to lower the stigma of it and like just catching a regular, well, I'll say COVID is a regular cold, but just catching a cold, right? What is just a few days bedridden for me, drinking some fluids, could be devastating for someone else. And so, in a sense, when I watch a lot of these videos, I like to hear people's stories, and I find that most of the time people are acquiring either HSV, HPV, HIV, right? It's someone that they love. They were in a monogamous, so they thought a monogamous relationship, and this person, this bug chaser, bug spreader, gave this to them, gave them the gift, maliciously, on purpose. And so, while I do think we should, I'm rambling a bit. I do think we should like destigmatize or have compassion for people who have acquired this. At the same time, specifically when it comes to HSV, I think there is room for improvement in how we go about and educate the community. So I'm really happy that the girl came and talked about her dad, because it just brought me back to that. But yeah, that's my piece.
Yeah, shout out to her and breaking it down a bit more. And there are like before people were bug chasers, people that did have it wouldn't disclose to their partners or people that were, having intercourse with that they had it. So I agree with that. People were mad at the world, so they were like, "Well, if I've got it, I'ma spread it. Then you can have it. You get a car, you get a." You know what I mean? It was like that. So I definitely agree, and this is what I mean. If you are gonna sleep around, take all the protection, all the precautions, because there are some malicious people who are just mad at everyone and mad at the world, and they just don't give a F. They're like, well, if I've got it, I'm gonna die. You can get, you know what I mean? They just don't care. They don't care about themselves. So how do you expect them to care about you? So I agree with her. Shout out to the girl that initially dropped the story time, because she's brought awareness as much as she's getting threats and da 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 from her family. She's brought awareness and she's got people talking. So you know what I mean? As much as this is hurtful, harmful, embarrassing, we've got to call a spade a spade. Your dad was perfectly fine and he chose to be a bug chaser. No one put a gun to his head or forced him. He woke up that morning, midlife crisis, and chose, you know what? I'm gonna try and, catch HIV. Like, it's weird. That's just like me going to sleep tonight, waking up tomorrow, and it's like, I'm gonna become a bug chaser. I don't want to be a YouTuber no more. I'm gonna become a bug chaser. Like, you know what I mean? And then I'm expecting my family to look after me. Like, what world are you living in? You better stay with those people who you know what I mean, your cult, and let them look after you. Because what?
Okay, I came across one of the most disturbing videos I think I've come across the internet for the week. There are groups of people that call themselves bug chasers. And what these people do is they purposely get themselves infected with HIV or sexually transmitted diseases in the kink that it gives them and spread it to other people. Yes, I'm gonna say it again. There's groups of people that call themselves bug chasers. Like chubby chasers, well, bug chasers. They get sick on purpose. I was thinking about it, and I say this is a form of Munchausen syndrome. A little different. But they get either some kink out of doing this, but yeah. So watch out, get tested, and be safe.
I'm so tired of learning on TikTok. It's like I love it, but that shit will fuck up my whole fucking morning. What scared me is y'all not scared enough of catching shit. That's what scares me. I'm always seeing something about the stats going up. I just seen the video this morning of a rash, and what the rash is. Man, listen, y'all know what I'm talking about. HIV, you hear me? Like, that shit is not a joke, and I don't understand. The stats keep going up in Atlanta, and it's like, y'all, at this point, I'm scared. Like, how is y'all not scared? And then y'all be the main ones, like, is there another way? Like, ain't no way you can only catch that shit by fucking. That can't be the only way, because it's going around too fast. You get what I'm saying? Like, that can't be the only way. I don't know what y'all doing. It's almost like y'all purposely spreading it. I just seen the video about the bug chasers and shit. So I know it is motherfuckers out here doing that. But it's just like, this world is so scary. Like, y'all not scared of shit. And that scares me, for real.
Yeah, I agree with her. Like, y'all ain't scared. Like, again, I'm celibate, dating. I'm not even in a rush to try and sleep with no one, because it's just like, shout out to Top Boy. The last season, the younger in there, he got a girlfriend for the first time, and she's like, we're not, you know what I mean? We're about to lose their virginity to each other. And she's like, I'm not sleeping with you until we both go down the clinic, we both get tested, we get our results, then we can have sex. So I feel like the guy that I get with, we're both gonna have to go to the clinic, because I'm not just gonna be like, you go to the clinic. No, we're both gonna go to the clinic, because again, there's a lot of people out there that have STDs or STIs and they don't even know it. They're out here willy nilly, like, I'm good, I'm Gucci, and it's just like, nah, you've got an STI, you just didn't know because you don't have regular checkups. You know what I mean? But yeah, I agree with her. TikTok is not the TikTok of yesteryears. You know, it is more serious now, but I do like it because it is bringing awareness. And if you're going to take anything from this video, protect yourself, get tested regularly, and, you know, spread the word. Instead of spreading HIV or an STD, spread the word like, yo, there's bug chasers out here. Like she said, the rates, how high and fast the rates are going up. It can't be just people having sex. Like, obviously, you can get HIV from sharing needles if you do drugs. Like, there's other ways of catching STDs, but again, there's book chasers, so they're spreading it faster than anybody. But yeah, guys, that's it for this video. If you've got any recommendations, let me know in the comments below. And yeah, thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and share this video. Stay safe, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.